my very first time doing stand-up of anything else. And yeah, they told me I have to go for 5 whole minutes, which is like 3.5 minutes longer than my other first time. So I started dating about a year ago. You like that segue? And I tend to over-prepare for things. So I was like, okay, what do I need to do to get ready here? So like, I need to go get like all the vaccines, get like all vaxxed up. And then it's like, okay, I need to get a vasectomy. Because I have kids. I have five kids. That's a lot of kids. And they're all blonde hair and blue eyes. So when we go out, it looks like a Mormon school field trip. So I go to the doctor and I'm like, okay, I want like the no coming back nuclear option. Like cut them off if you have to. I don't know. And she's giving me the rundown, and I'm like, okay, I know these things can reverse themselves. Like, what are my chances here? And she's like, well, if you come back in a couple of weeks and bring me a sample and I look at it under the microscope, your chances go down to like 1 in 2,000. I'm like, can you do better than that? Yeah. And she said, no, that's as good as you get. So, I go home and, you do your thing. Yes. And I come back a couple weeks later, sample cup in hand, and walk into the office, and that's an awkward moment, right? I walk in and I'm like, where do I go with this thing? And I walk up to the poor girl at the front desk, and I'm like, do you want this? And she's like, let me get someone. So I started dating. I started on the apps because I live in Farmington. Durango's more my people, so it's like, that'll let me date up here. I'm up here all the time anyway. So I start on there, and when you start, you're picky at first, there's so many people to choose from. And you start swiping through, but the thing is, we live in a small town. It's not like we're in Manhattan or something where there's just thousands of people. You can reach the end. That's a dark day. Anybody else? Dopamine addiction. Yeah, you get to the end, and Tinder, I think, is the smartest about it. They let you sit in it for a couple days because you've been swiping on people, and you're picky. You're like, I don't want that hairstyle, whatever. And you get to the end, and Tinder just lets you sit in it for a couple days. They're like, yeah, got nothing for you. And then after a couple days, they start recycling people. These are people that you swipe left on. You're like, no. Tinder brings them back, and they're like, how are they looking now? Thank you.